Continuing the conversation about op-eds for PR, as I mentioned in a previous video, they're wonderful for getting yourself out there in a public forum. And usually, you don't write an op-ed about something that's like really, really niche. It probably won't get placed, but if you can talk about a topic that has to do with you, your brand, and your book, obviously to get your book out there, you're not going to talk about your book in the op-ed. Probably not, at least. I can't imagine it would tie into it. At the end of the day, you have to remember that PR is not advertising. So you always want to share your wisdom and knowledge and information, or as an opinion when you're talking about an op-ed, your opinion, your perspective on something in a public forum and a public perspective for them to open their minds on something and see something from your point of view. You don't want to be like selling yourself, that's not going to fly and the editor's not going to take that. But at the end of the day, it's a wonderful way to get yourself and your opinion out there. And again, I've mentioned that authors that are doing DIY PR, it's a great way to pitch yourself. It's an easy one. You do have to write the op-ed 99% of the time. I feel like maybe once I've had a client that pitched the idea before they wrote it, but every other time that we've landed one with the press, we've had the client write it already, and then we had it to send to the editor to consider for placement. It works really well though, so make sure you write it up and you send it with a pitch letter. And remember, your pitch letter should be short and sweet, to the point. You don't want to do like a whole drawn out archaic press release that goes along with it. You just write a letter. You're talking to another person. How would you want someone to approach you with it? That's exactly what you do. And if you're working with a publicist or thinking about working with a publicist, mention op-eds, because they're a wonderful, wonderful way if you are in the right space. Again, preferably nonfiction. I can't totally imagine how it would work for fiction, but hey, I could probably come up with some ideas. So if you want to slide into our DMs and let me know if you're interested in more information about op-eds for fiction authors, I could probably do that for you. But yeah, so hopefully this helps.